This is a good time to show how we can display some useful information that can help us debug problems with our gameplay. We're going to display some basic text on the screen, so we're going to head down to our code right before our render present, and we're going to call a couple of functions. First we call STL set render draw color, passing in our renderer, and 255 for all color components for pure white. Then we call STL render debug text, again passing our renderer, passing a 5 and then a 5 for the X and Y coordinates, and then the text that we want to display on the screen. The text is going to be in the top left at the position that we specified. Now that we know how to display text, let's actually display something useful. First, let's include the C++ format header from the standard library. You don't have to use std format, you can use sprintf instead, but since I like C++, I'm going to stick to the standard library. Now back to our SDL render debug text call, we can call std format, passing our format string, where the curly braces represent the placeholder for a value. After the format string, I'm going to pass the values that need to be inserted. In this case, it's our current player state. We can't just display it like this directly though, because it's a C++ enum. What we do is we cast it to an integer, and then the named values will get converted to numbers as follows. It's simply a matter of wrapping it with a static cast and using an integer as the type. Then we can just call cstring on the result of our std format call, and we're good to go. Now we have an easy way of displaying our current player state on screen. What we see now though is when we jump, we get stuck in state 2, which is our jumping state.